Hi guys, what's up, it's your girl Charla from That Girl Cooks Healthy. Today I'm going to show you how to make some keto friendly condensed milk. So we all know that regular condensed milk is packed with sugar, but what if I told you that you could make your very own keto version? It's not going to take you very long, just using a few ingredients, and it's going to be thick, creamy and delicious, and you can put it in everything. I cannot wait to show you guys how to make it, so let's get to it. So these are the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need some sugar sweetener here. So I'm using some xylitol. You can use erythritol or even stevia if you want, or mix some together if you want to. The whole idea of using a sugar alternative is that this condensed milk is not going to give you that typical sugar spike or the sugar rush that you would get with regular condensed milk. And I also like to keep it vegan friendly as well, which is why I'm using coconut milk. So you do need full fat coconut milk for this recipe. I don't think it would work with another type of plant-based recipe because you do need one that is generally of a thick texture. You're also going to need some vegan butter. So I have vegan butter that I've already melted, some vanilla extract, and you need a very small amount of xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is going to bind our condensed milk together, so you don't want to use too much. Just need a small amount to make the keto condensed milk. So we have a large saucepan on medium heat, and what we're going to do is add the coconut milk, our sweetener, the vanilla extract, the vegan butter, and the xanthan gum. Now you just want to grab a whisk and you just want to keep stirring. You also want to increase the heat to high initially. As soon as you reach boiling point, then you want to reduce it right back down to medium low, and it's going to take about, say, 30 minutes or so for the mixture to thicken up. So this is what it looks like after about, say, 30 minutes or so. As you can see, the color has changed and the texture is a lot thicker than we first started. So I'm going to grab a spoon now just to show you that when it sticks to a spoon, that is the texture you're looking for, and that's pretty much where it's ready to use. So you want to just leave it to cool down before you actually use it. So once the condensed milk has cooled down, you just want to put it in your jar. I like to use a mason jar or whatever preferred storage that you want to use. I also want to remind you as well to give the condensed milk a quick stir each time before you use it as well. So I hope you like the recipe. It's really simple to follow. You can use it in so many different things. It's a must try. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you on the other side.